Welcome to the 2025 Chancellor Staff Excellence Award podcast. I'm your host, Keith Miller. Today, we're talking with someone whose work spans fields, literally. Darin Joos is a crop sciences and agriculture research agronomist and a Chancellor Staff Excellence Award recipient. From managing the state's crop variety testing program to supporting researchers at the Crop Sciences Research and Education Center, Darin plays a key role in advancing agriculture science. We'll hear how he keeps research trials running at 14 sites and what it takes to manage a research farm, and how leadership is building a stronger, more collaborative team on the ground. All right, so Darin, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, glad I could do it.
So first and foremost, can we start out by you telling a little bit about your role at Crop Science Research and how long you've been with the University of Illinois?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to. I've been here at the university since the fall of 1994, coming in as a grad student. I got my master's in the Department of Crop Sciences, and then I never left. Took a job with a variety testing program. I did that all the way through 2022.
Wow. Yeah.
So I started in there and eventually managed the whole program. And then I took the role I have now where I'm managing the Crop Sciences Research and Education Center farms here on campus. So went from traveling all over the state to now I just manage a farm right here in town.
How is that transition from traveling everywhere to just being right here in Champaign, Urbana?
It's great. I loved the travel when I did it, but when I was done with it, I was ready to be done. It was nice transition. It worked out great. I mean, really couldn't ask for a better way to kind of wind down my career here on campus and get ready for retirement, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's great. What initially drew you to the field of crop sciences?
As a kid, we lived out in the country, and all my cousins farmed, so I was able to be around it from pretty much age 5 to on. Was able work for my cousins, and so that's where I got the love of farming.
Yeah.
But we obviously didn't own any farm ground, so couldn't farm. So felt the next best thing was to get into ag research.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did from undergrad, on really.
Yeah. So you came in, you found a passion, obviously, you stayed here. I guess, yeah, what kept you going?
We had a really successful program, which was called the variety testing program, which is kind of like a consumer reports for the corn and soybean farmers or producers of the state of Illinois. When I came in as a grad student, they paid for my assistantship as a student. And so I worked for them and just fell in love with the program. Got to travel a lot of guys run a lot of equipment and build a lot of equipment. So kind of a area that fit my skills well.
Exactly.
And we were able to build it and expand it, and we grew it and kind of felt like it was ours, a situation like that. And that was what kept me there. And obviously, I mean, also financially, a pension, like with the state of Illinois, I don't know if that's pertinent or not, but that was definitely part of it. That I was going to leave here with a pension. So, and then, then the transition into this role of managing the farms, the person left, and it just worked out perfect for me. And I was kind of scared of it at first. My department head encouraged me to do it. I didn't know if I could do it, but
take the initiative, just go for it.
It's been great. I've been loving it. It went from not managing any people to now managing just a handful of people. It's not like it's a big problem.
Exactly.
That's probably the different aspect to it is managing.
It's like the leadership aspect of your role kind of changed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Definitely. It's changed. And that's been the biggest challenge, is trying to make all the personnel mesh into a team,
Learning that aspect of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how do you see your role connecting to the overall mission of the university here?
We have a student aspect, teaching, and we have a research aspect. My role kind of is more on the research, but we do interact with students to an extent with tours, and sometimes, basically when students come out want to see the farm, or maybe they want to work for us. And then the other aspect is it's still student involved, because there's a lot of graduate students that do all the research work for professors.
Yeah.
So I interact with lots of master's and PhD students trying to get their research done for their degree. and the researchers, which are almost all professors. So that's my, like, trying to connect the research farms to our faculty and students on campus, and trying to make that union smooth and friendly.
Yeah. Having the background that you have, I'm sure that you can facilitate that in a really nice way. Yeah.
It definitely helps having that research background. I mean, coming from the side where I was the researcher dealing with the farm crew, I was a little intimidated by it, but it just worked out great. I mean, the faculty has, been friendly and easy to work with, and it's been great. It's really grown the farm into a place of, easy place to do research.
Yeah.
So
that's wonderful. So what do you think your favorite aspect of your current role is? Like, what do you appreciate the most about your role right now?
The leadership aspect of it, because it's something I haven't done before. I do like it. I mean, I know it'd be different. If I had 20 people, but with the 5 I have, or 4, it's really nice. We all get along pretty well. But there's no doubt that coming from a farm background that I came from, and I do enjoy running the equipment. I mean, I definitely like running the equipment. So it's a lot of fun doing that. Being able to do a little of both. I mean, that's the great part about it. It's not just a desk job. I got to get
a variety.
Busy. I got to get in and run with the guys on the equipment. So it's fun. Yeah.
No, that's great. So on that same topic, you've been recognized for creating a collaborative culture at research farms. How do you approach team leadership, especially during planting season or harvesting season?
Yeah, it's something I'm learning, and I think what I've learned so far in my 3 years or 3 growing seasons is it's communication is the key. I mean, it's maybe a cheesy word, but it definitely is true that if you got to communicate with everybody, so everybody's going the right way and doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And then also having patience to mistakes happen, and you just work around it when it happens, and not get upset, or try to keep the mood
like a level head throughout everything. Challenges will come up.
That's right. That's right.
No, that's great.
That's definitely a challenge. I mean, for working by myself for as long as I did, now with a group of people, you just, like you're saying, you gotta stay level.
Yep. Okay. You've often been the go-to person for research out at the farm. Can you share a time when your support really helped a project move forward or made a difference for someone on the team?
I think that if what comes to my mind right now is we had our small grains breeder retired.
Yeah.
I don't know how long. It's probably been longer than I think now. Probably like over 5 years ago, probably. And they hired a new small grains breeder.
Mm-hmm.
She came in, and at the same time that this transition was happening between me going from variety testing to going to the farm.
Oh,
and I needed a lot of help, because I was like short on help in variety testing. So I paired with her and her program to help her get her program going. And she helped me with the labor to keep the variety testing program going. So those two, working together with her, it made it possible. Without that, she helped, I helped her get all her equipment going, and things like that.
Everything kind of.
So yeah, it fit in. She got off running good, and we got to make that transition.
That's awesome.
To the farm. So yeah, it was really nice. It still goes today. I help her out, and she helps me out, even still going on. So I mean, she was good. Yeah, Jessica Rakowski is her name. Dr. Rakowski.
Big shout out there. Yeah. That's great. That's great. So, in the similar vein, do you have a day that you felt most proud to be an honor professional? A day that really stuck out as being, wow, I love working here at the university. I'm super proud of the work I do.
It's not something I think about by any means, but I would say that the day that they announced the award, it was probably like I'm being recognized, and it's like, because our department head, Adam Davis, is a great person to work for. Very positive, very straightforward, and he's focusing on recognizing people in the department. So I got a campus, I got an ACES award, then I got this campus award, all because of him, and I can't thank him enough. But that working with a supervisor like that has really made me feel like part of the team. Not just this person out here that I'm doing my job and we're doing okay, but nobody really notices us. You don't feel like, but then when you do get noticed, it's helpful. I mean, it really makes you feel better, and moving forward, it makes you have more pride for your job and things like that.
Yeah. No, that's great. That is great. What does a typical growing season look like for you? Is there even such thing as a typical day in that world?
Typical growing season is just, it can be very similar to a producer, except for the aspect of the research. So sometimes you're just doing all research.
Yeah.
You're helping professors get their research put in the ground or harvested.
Yep.
And but you're right. Say a typical day, is usually, for me, it's just a lot of phone calls. I mean, that's what my job consists of, is especially,
like you said, communication.
Communication. You're trying to get everybody's stuff. Everybody, it's farming, so when the ground's ready, everybody wants to plant, but we can't plant everybody at once. So you gotta, you know what I mean. So it's a lot of logistics in the spring and fall, getting things done, and then having my guys, they're learning like I am this role. But this is our third season, and now it's like everybody's got kind of roles, and things can happen a little bit without my micromanaging like I felt I needed to early on.
Yes.
So things are running at a better pace.
Empower others to.
Yeah, that's the hope, right?
Yeah,
that they have some pride and will want to do their job well, and they do. We're doing I feel like we're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Feedback's always only thing, usually you get feedback when something goes wrong, right? So we're not getting a lot of that, but we're still making mistakes. Don't get me wrong, but we're getting better and doing the best we can. But I think that's a typical day. Is this, what's going to happen today? You kind of think what's going to happen today, but then 2 phone calls later, it's totally different.
Yeah.
You got to shift gears and move to that next project that maybe you forgot about or came online.
Back to, you're like, oh, there's that.
Sorry, exactly.
No, I totally get that. But what does a typical off season look like? When downtime, is it more of like planning, coordinating? This is going to be for this. What does that look like in the seasons that you're not planting or kind of managing?
It's all, it turns into input acquisition.
Yeah.
So you're getting seed, chemical purchased, which seems like a simple process, but purchasing here can be troublesome. So you got to start early, and you got to stay on it, and so that's probably that starts in December.
Yeah.
So you're working on purchasing
fall, boom, right into it.
Right
yeah.
into it. And then typically August can be a month that is a good time for vacations and things like that. That's kind of a down month.
It's the middle.
And obviously holidays.
Yes. Yep.
But those are the 2 downs. But
nice.
I'm never one that ever puts the notice on my phone that I'm on vacation and don't call me. I always if I can answer the phone, I will. I mean, my wife hates it, but if I answer the phone, I can. And if it's a long conversation, I'll put it off till later. But
exactly.
If I can help somebody, it's better than, I feel like it's, my guys didn't come on for the management role. They want to be under the management.
Yeah.
That's what they want to be. So I hate pushing too much of the questions on them.
Yeah.
Because then you get 2 different paths, things like that. So
exactly.
It worked out good. So I'm usually always going, but I definitely use my vacation. So it's not like I'm saying I'm not. I probably am a workaholic, but not like to the point of ruining my vacations. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. There's still a healthy balance there.
I can manage it. I feel like.
Yeah. So how did you find out that you were originally nominated for the Chancellor Staff Excellence Award? When did you find out what it looked like?
On email from Herman. Dean Bolero. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I have no idea. He came here as a professor. So.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I think he was a PhD student when he came. I met him first time.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So he goes way back.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Well, hey, that brings me to the end of my questions. Thank you so much again for coming and being a part of this podcast. I really appreciate your time.
No,
thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate the offer, and again, good to be noticed.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Illinois Professional. If interested in nominating somebody for a campus staff award, there's a link in the description for more information. And be sure to follow @IllinoisHR for inspirational and informational posts.